time is now 6:17, and it's time for What's Trending. Well, the Foo Fighters frontman David Grohl says that years as a rock musician have taken a toll on his hearing. On the Howard Stern show, he said that he can hear the music on stage, but in studio, and if he's sitting next to someone at a crowded restaurant, he can't understand a single word. He said wearing masks during the pandemic has also made it difficult for him to understand people, saying that he's been reading lips for about 20 years. Grohl said that he hasn't gotten his hearing checked in a while, but he believes he knows what the diagnosis will be. Hearing damage and tinnitus, and he said that tinnitus is worse in his left ear. In September, he told the BBC that he's had tinnitus or ringing in the ears for the last 30 years. Grohl was the drummer for the iconic grunge band Nirvana before forming his own band called the Foo Fighters. So I thought this was super interesting that, you know, over 20 years he taught himself how to read people's lips, because I give people that, you know, have a hearing disability so much credit because, you know, they're trying so much harder to understand the world and listen to what people are saying. So kudos to him to, you know, kind of relinquish hearing for the love of an art of music. So
did I understand it right? Like, it was during the music that that caused him to, like...
So because, like, they say, like, if you go to concerts, you should be wearing earplugs so that it doesn't cause damage to your eardrum.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's 3 small little bones within your ear that they vibrate so that you can understand, like, what the vibrations are.
Yeah, okay, so I guess that goes...
And I've been to loud concerts, thankfully not often, so obviously
your ears ring after.
Oh, yeah, they do. And in fact, yeah, sometimes you lose hearing and everything else. I think there was one time I actually had to exit a concert because I'm like, oh my gosh, my ears are not liking this. So you have to know your limits too, to be like, okay, you need to get out of there though. And thankfully they recovered, and obviously I can hear it as fun, or I wouldn't be on the air.
And playing hundreds of shows a year for decades is obviously going to do hearing loss damage.
you got to protect your hearing too. So I mean, technology out there, I'm sure there's a way you can get some special headphones where you can at least be able to hear yourself and everything else, but obviously at a much lower volume, or it's not like ridiculously high decibel levels to where you're losing valuable hearing, because once your ears get damaged, it's hard to repair that.
Well, he said he likes to play without having any of those special ear things in, because he can hear the music better than wearing the, like, we have our earbuds. He doesn't choose to wear them, so he can hear the music better.
I mean, I'm sure there's a way you can try to filter some of that out where you can still hear it, but obviously not like losing it to where you like can't hear anything after that, because I mean there's a long-term effects too that you got to weigh out whenever you're doing stuff like that.
All right, well, we're keeping things moving along here. A Florida sheriff says a man was caught on camera stuffing a crossbow down his pants at a home improvement store. Authorities say the man took a pair of cutting tools off a shelf and cut the zip ties off the crossbow and stuffed it down the front of his pants. They say he was able to walk out of the store with a crutch with the weapon going undetected. He was taken into custody a few days later in a nearby parking lot after authorities say he tried to run away from a deputy who spotted him. He's being held in Seminole County on unrelated burglary charges. Once those are dealt with, he'll face felony petite theft charges in Brevard County, and that probably takes the cake for probably the most interesting way to steal something. I've heard about these before, but
I have too many inappropriate jokes for this, but there was a guy from a month or 2 ago that put a guitar in his pants.
Oh, I remember that. It was a Canadian guy or something.
Yeah, so apparently this seems to be a trend with thieves. I mean, if you have large enough pants, I guess it'll work for certain items.
I guess that's why I wear sweatpants come in handy for these guys. So.
Yeah, I honestly have no words. I mean, I'm going to say it straight. This is why we can't have nice things.
I would think like most people would put like in a jacket, because then you can kind of walk out, but
the crossbow's a little bigger.
Yeah, because it's like a triangle, so that's, I don't, good.
It's
for him.
Too funny all the way around, but it's like, really? Why? But meanwhile, though, let's keep things moving. Grab some guacamole or maybe some salsa. Thursday, which is today, by the way, is National Tortilla Chip Day. Millions of people across the country love tortilla chips, so it's a great excuse to open up a bag. Tortilla chips are usually made from corn tortillas cut into wedges and then fried, and they were originally known in Mexico as tostados, I'm hoping I'm saying that right, but were first mass-produced in Los Angeles in the 1940s. Of course, you can also use tortilla chips to make nachos, usually served with melted cheese and other toppings like meat, salsa, and olives. And check out hashtag National Tortilla Chip Day on social media to help celebrate. So yum, yum, yum. Obviously, Mexican restaurants also serve those chips, and definitely very yummy.
That's my favorite part of going to a Mexican restaurant is getting like a free appetizer of chips right before you.
Yeah, and the salsa too,
Yes.
right?
Well, my thing is I like when they are fresh and you can put salt on them and then like the salt sticks and then you put it in the salsa. So it's like,
or queso. Queso's delicious too.
Queso is good.
Yes, for sure. And I like having a nacho, get snack, cheese, salsa, banana
Black
peppers.
olives.
I'm not an olive person.
I only like them on pizza or nachos.
Yeah,
I can't eat them by themselves.
I'm a little picky on the olives part too. Now that you think about it, though. I mean, sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't.